Have you ever had to go to a doctor?
Yeah.
Have you ever had to go to a doctor for something like embarrassing, and you're like weighing the options of like losing a testicle versus telling a doctor that you've like nicked your ball shaving or something like that?
I've had like the "you're an idiot" response from a doctor before. Like when I was a kid, when I was like too old to like a kid, but like too old, like 15, 16, something stupid. There was you have pencils, pens at school, and there's like, I don't know if you remember, there's little pots you can sharpen pencils in. Yeah. And I remember the pot had got full, and I tipped the pot out of like all the wood shavings and all that. I was like, oh god damn it, there's my, just wanting to be neat, there's still stuff in there, I can't get it out. So I just put it in front of my face and blew, and all just went back into my eye. So I got wood in the back of my eye.
Oh, no.
And the doctor just gave me a response of, "You're an idiot. Why would you think that would work?" Lead and wood.
This is a different story. When I was in grade school, this was a kid that got hurt as a result of a prank, but basically, I was large for my age. I was maybe, third grade or so, and there was this small kid sitting next to me on the bleachers. And you know how the bleachers is, people can come up behind you and like fuck with your shoes, fuck with your legs, like jackass style. And this one shithead, the same guy who would spin the fire poi years and years later in the backyard high on mushrooms, this same guy, he was a little shithead bully. And he went up, and I was sitting talking to this kid who got traditionally bullied a lot. His name was Nate. And this other guy came in, and unbeknownst to both of us, he tied my shoelaces to Nate's shoelaces, my right leg to his left leg.
He did that without you noticing?
Without noticing. He was a deft little fucker. And and like I'm on the far left side of the bleachers, right? And so then he calls me during recess, the same guy, he runs over there and goes, "Taylor, we're playing football." And I like jump out of the bleachers to run over there and play football. And I dragged this poor kid out of the bleachers, and he just slammed on the ground, and he was all skint up. And this little bitch tried to like frame it that I had tied my own shoelaces to this kid's in an elaborate form of bullying. But like teachers did not buy that. They knew it was him. They knew I didn't do shit like that. But I felt bad anyway, because he was like, I think he went home that day. He was like so skint up on his legs.
Oh. He was never
kind of funny,
it wasn't bleachers on grass, it was on concrete.
So Finster, Taylor hit puberty at like 6 years old. So he essentially tied this poor kid, I'm exaggerating, to a water buffalo, and then, "Come here, boy."
I was like, I make it 4 steps before I realize I'm dragging a child.
Were you that one kid in school that like had a beard at some really young age?
I did.
There's always one of those.
Yeah. I was. It's funny you say that, because I was really embarrassed of growing facial hair early, because in 8th grade, there was only one guy who could grow like a big beard. And he was bullied ruthlessly by everyone for it. And not even just that. They'd be like, "You're a fucking loser. You stink. You have BL." Like they were so mean to this guy. Like to this day, sometimes I'll be like going to fall asleep, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I hope that guy's doing all right." Like it was. He's
a wolf man now.
Yeah. And I remember
growing more and more hair.
It was either late. I think it may have been even late 7th grade. And I like went to my dad and was like, "Will you please teach me how to shave so that no one knows I'm growing a beard? Because I don't want to get bullied like Peter is." And he was like, "Yeah." And so he taught me to shave. And it was like freshman year over the summer that I like grew out the beard, and everybody was like, "That rocks. That's awesome." And it was like, "Oh, I could have done this like a couple of years ago too."
Yeah. We just hate Dog Boy Dave. Like it wasn't the beard.
Oh no, we just hate Peter. We're just gonna bully him no matter what.
Yeah, there was a guy in my that I went to high school with named Jared. Really good guy, and he had a beard, better than yours. Like he had, he had a serious, thick, perfect beard that was like as a top tier beard, the best of beards. Not 10th grade, like 10th grade. His legs were so goddamn hairy in middle school. It was a sight to see. I just remember being in math class with him, and like I just remember being in math class with him and looking at my legs, and it looked like when a woman forgets to shave for a couple days, and looking over at him and wondering if he's wearing pants or he's just that fucking hairy. They were just so absurd. Just a hairy fucking dude that hit puberty in like, I don't know when he hit it, but he was like full blown a man grown in 7th grade. The problem was he was a short guy. So like he topped out at his athletic potential in like 9th grade. Like he's 5'9", maybe something like that. Like the best basketball player that of his age group. But then everybody else kept growing, right? So like now he's that fucking Muggsy Bowles kind of guy out on the basketball court. Like everybody else is 6'3" and he's 5'9" or whatever. But yeah. He had a crazy beard.
Yeah, that was like 7th and 8th grade. Like I remember I was one of the tallest kids in the grade, but there were a couple guys who were taller than me still. And like I topped out at like well, I'm 6 foot. And so like in high school, I got to 6 foot. These other guys in middle school, I was like, me and these other 2 guys, we're all going to be huge. And by like senior year of high school, I'm 6 foot and they're both 6'6". And it was like, God damn it. Like they really took off on me there. Had no chance. I was doomed
I was a freshman in high school. I'm 13, 14 years old. I had pretty much no signs of puberty yet, right? Not a hair on me. Voice hadn't changed. I looked like a little kid. Except I had massive calves. And when we sat in gym class, we'd all be on the basketball court sitting, you know how you sit, like your sort of feet in front of you and knees bent. And while waiting for like class or roll call or something, I'd just sit there and I'd wobble my calves back and forth because they're giant and they would swing underneath like back and forth. And they're like my only good body part. And some pretty girl goes, ew.
Oh, that's brutal.
You took that away from me. You bitch.
What a cunt. No, she undercut you. It's funny how things like that stick with you.
Yeah.
It was maybe the worst response you can get in any scenario.
Yeah, even to this day, ew is brutal. So before we jump to the next thing, we're going to hear from a couple of wonderful sponsors. Smart Mouth. Everybody hates talking to someone with bad breath. That humid, awful smell keeps you from focusing on anything other than finding an excuse to leave. Now just think of all the times you were the gross, smelly one and the other person was thinking about trying to get away. You probably can't think of any examples. That's because we rarely have an accurate read on our own breath odor. In other words, you could be walking around with trash mouth, not even realize you're grossing everybody out. That's why Smart Mouth was invented. Smart Mouth's clinically proven 2-liquid formula combines to instantly eliminate bad breath and prevent it from returning all day. Rinse once in the morning for all-day clean breath and once before bed to prevent morning breath. Just 2 uses a day, and you'll never have bad breath, guaranteed. Whether the boardroom or the bedroom, having confidence in your breath spells success. So go to smartmouth.com/PKA now for a free coupon. You can find Smart Mouth products in the oral health aisle at Walgreens, CVS, Target, Rite Aid, Amazon, Walmart, or wherever you shop. Once again, that is smartmouth.com/PKA. Get that coupon. Check it out. Get yourself some good breath. If your breath's good enough, maybe you have a chance with Finn. You know, it doesn't hurt to try.
Dare to dream.
Dare to dream. This episode is also brought to you by GOAT. If you're buying sneakers online, there's a good chance that the shoe you're looking at is a fake. How can you be sure it's real? Well, GOAT.com is the safest way to buy and sell authentic sneakers online. They're the largest marketplace in the world for authentic Yeezys, Jordans, and over 600,000 sneaker listings. They've made the whole process frictionless and trustworthy. They do this by only accepting sellers with the best reputation and by verifying all sneakers to ensure their authenticity for buyers. Every detail is inspected from the stitching and color to the size and weight. GOAT certifies that every pair of sneakers on their site matches exact factory specifications. With over 500,000 sneakers on the platform and 10 million users, you're not going to find better prices for verified 100% authentic sneakers anywhere else. Find the perfect 100% authentic sneaker at goat.com/PKA. That is goat.com/PKA. Plus, you'll also be supporting our show, but you got to go right now before the sneakers you want are gone. So go to goat.com/PKA, spelled GOAT.com/PKA for 100% authentic sneakers. So check that out. Don't buy knockoff sneakers. You're going to look like an idiot. You're going to look like a real asshole. Get the real thing.
You'll look like the biggest dick. A paid-for politician, a sore loser.
Everyone's going to be talking about you behind your back.
Ew.
Look at this fucking loser that didn't even go to goat.com/PKA. Did you hear about Josh? I was gonna fuck him, but he didn't even go to goat.com/PKA. that's right here in the copy. So go to goat.com, check them out /PKA, and check out smartmouth.com/PKA. Wonderful sponsors.
Check them out. And click on the links, make us look good.
Yes. Clicking on the link does make us look good.
I just bumped my microphone with my now